What's going on, guys? Today in this video I'm going to be going over my brand new Ryobi 40 volt 18-inch electric chainsaw here. This unit right here will run you $380 at Home Depot or Ryobi. RyobiTools.com. I know it's Ryobi, but I've been calling it Ryobi for 10 years, so if I say Ryobi, please forgive me. I do know it's Ryobi. So this unit right here will run you $380 before tax. So let's go ahead and get this cover off. This is exactly how it comes on the shelf. So it does come with this carrying case. Okay, let's see what's in the box here. I believe one will be a battery and the other will be the charger. So pull them out here. I bet this is the battery. It's pretty heavy. Yep, this is the battery. It's a 5 amp hour battery. It's a pretty hefty battery here. So you can put a 6 amp hour battery in this, but that's sold separately. That does not come with the kit, but this 5 amp hour battery does. I bet it's not charged, so we will charge that up. And this is the charger. So that's the battery and charger. I do want to let you guys know this chainsaw does come with a 5-year warranty, and the battery itself comes with a 3-year warranty. So what you want to do as soon as possible is, once you buy this unit, go to RyobiTools.com, register the chainsaw and the battery. That way you apply for the warranty. It's no cost to you. It comes with the unit. It's super easy to make an account. Just sign up and register your tools with the serial number. Okay, let's take this chainsaw out. You got to fold this little door open. This one comes down, but you don't have to take it down to take the chainsaw out. So this is the unit right here. Very good plastic. We'll take this cover off. Set it aside. I'm gonna go ahead and set this case down on the floor and get it out of our way. So this thing seems to be made pretty dang well. See the chain. The chain is nice and tight. So this unit, it comes with this tool right here. I've heard a few people call it a scrinch, a screwdriver wrench. It's in there pretty good. So this allows you to make adjustments on the chain. You just loosen these up, these nuts right here, and you can make an adjustment right here, and then you just tighten them back up. I'm not going to mess with it because it's already tightened. It's tensioned pretty good. And then you have an oiler adjustment on the bottom right here. So if you're not getting enough oil on your chain, you can adjust that in and out to make it more or less oil. So I'm not going to touch that right now because it probably is set, so I don't want to mess that up. But if I'm not getting enough oil, I will adjust that to make it just right. So on this side, this is where you add your chain and bar oil. Now there's one complaint I hear a lot, and it's about these Ryobi caps. They tend to leak, but hopefully this one doesn't. Hopefully they fixed that issue since then. I would make sure your cap goes on there nice and straight and nice and snug. So I bought this Power Care bar and chain oil. This did not come with the kit. I bought it separately at Home Depot. So I will fill this up, and hopefully there's no issues, and hopefully it doesn't leak. I would really like it not to, since I spent so much money on it. This chainsaw does come with a chain brake. So if you're working on it, making chain adjustments or doing any kind of work on it, remove your battery and apply this chain brake. The chain brake is not engaged. Once you push it forward and hear that click, it is then engaged. So always set that when you're making adjustments or taking off the chain, because you don't want any accidents to happen. You don't want to cut your fingers off or your arm off or someone else's arm. So that is a cool feature. Trigger feels nice. You got to pull this switch back and pull the trigger for it to work. So that is another cool safety feature there. I'm really impressed with the build quality. I just got an email. I'm really impressed with the build quality. It feels nice and strong, nice and sturdy. So I'm gonna get some oil in this thing, and we're gonna go outside and test it out and see what this. Got another email, and we're gonna see what this is all about. So I want to get this thing outside and start testing it, and hopefully it passes the test. Okay, I'm gonna add the bar and chain oil. I'm not gonna fill it up completely, but wherever I fill it up to, I'm gonna make a mark with a Sharpie right here on the fill glass or fill plastic. So I'm gonna see how much oil this thing uses. So let's go ahead and add some oil. it'd probably be nice if I had a funnel. And I do have one, but I'm gonna try to not make a mess and live without it. All right, let's try there. We'll see where our line is at. Tighten that real good. I'm gonna see if it leaks. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay, if y'all can see, the oil is about 3/4 of the way up. I'm gonna set it flat and go get a Sharpie. I'm gonna make a mark, and then after a full battery's use, I'm gonna see how much oil I used. That way I can just kind of measure how much it uses within a battery. So let me go get a Sharpie. All right, let me make my mark right here while it's nice and flat. Right there. So I want to see how much this thing uses with one battery life. I'm about ready to take this thing outside and start testing this thing, so hopefully everything goes well. I do need to charge the battery up, so I'm going to go ahead and get this on the charger. It might have some battery life to it, so I'm not going to count how long it takes to charge it, but when I run it completely dead, I'll come in and charge it, and I'll time how long it takes to fully charge it. The charger does have a cooling fan, that way everything stays cool, because this is a pretty big battery and it's a pretty dang big charger as well. So let me let this charge up for a while and we'll take this thing outside and start testing it. Alright, the battery's been charging, so let's go ahead and load this battery up into the saw. Slides in just like that. You'll hear the click. No oil has leaked out, that's pretty cool. I've seen a lot of complaints about that oil cap leaking, but it sat overnight and it has not leaked at all, so that's really good news. So I'm going to put this thing back in the case, and we're going to take that case outside and start testing this thing. Chain brake, remember that? Not engaged, engaged. There's a little bit of a delay on the trigger, but that's going to be just fine. It's probably a good thing. That was pretty easy. That was real easy, actually. I'm gonna apply that chain brake and set the chainsaw back down, and I'm gonna find another tree that needs to be taken out. All right, guys, I do need to go across the creek, so I brought my boots out here. So while we walk, I do want to remind you, you should 100% wear eye protection, and gloves would be a good idea too. I feel like I brought my gloves out here, but I don't see them, so I'll be okay, but I suggest you wear protection. You can never be too safe. All right, let's find a tree that needs to be taken out. My property has flood issues, so I'm trying to make trails around the property, that way I can maintain it. Because if I don't, the trees are gonna die anyway, and I really do like trees, so. I know this one needs to go. It's kind of funky going on there. A little twisted. So let me find another one for now. So let's keep walking. This case is not heavy with the chainsaw on it. It's not too bad. It's definitely a little bulky though. Yeah, I guess if I had to walk with this for about 10 minutes, my arm would be pretty tired. I know there's one right here, or at least a branch I need to cut down. Right here. Because my side-by-side barely makes it under, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing. I won't cut it all the way down, but I'm gonna cut it right through here probably. So let's go ahead and get this cut down. Wow. You keep that blade sharp, this thing is gonna rip. Wow. I'm impressed. This performs better than the videos I saw on it, so that's really cool. So let's find another tree to take down. These are just kind of trees that are in my way on my trails, and most of them are freaking dead because of all the flooding, so Or they will be, at least, if they're not already. So let's go find another tree. This tree right here, it isn't dead, but the limbs on it are kind of rotting off. So I'm probably gonna cut this one down. It is also leaning pretty bad, and it looks like it's getting loose from the ground, so it's probably gonna fall anyway. So this will be a pretty good candidate here. It's probably, what do y'all think? Maybe 10 to 12 inches wide. So this will be a good test right here. So let's get it cut down. All right, let's get this one cut down here. Wow, that thing cut smooth. Wow, that tree is hollow on the inside a little bit too. But this thing cut so freaking fast, guys. I am so impressed. Wow. Really, really cool. I might get a 6-amp battery for this thing. Make it just a little bit better. Wow, that's awesome. I'm a big advocate for trees, man, but I have so much flooding issues around this property that I have to make trails, or else they're all gonna die anyway. So I'm trying to find the ones that are gonna fall anyway, or that are in the way. But I want to leave as much trees as possible, and I want to grow more trees in the future. So I'm gonna try to find some more candidates for us here. All right, guys, this tree looks like it is alive, but it's completely fallen over. And it's somehow still alive. I guess the roots are still in the ground, but it's completely gonna die because it's laying on the ground and it's sitting in water. So this thing is probably also about 10 to 12 inches wide. So let's cut this one about right here. Well, it's probably gonna snap down. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one about right here. It is also about 10 to 12 inches wide. So let's go ahead and cut this one down right through here. Woohoo! Heck yeah. Yeah, that's about, it might be closer to 10 inches wide. So that's not too bad. Super easy. Golly. Love it. This thing is an absolute beast. So here's some of the flooding that I'm talking about. I mean, it's just pure wetlands out here right now. So all these trees are dead. I mean, it's crazy. So some of these trees I have to take out to make trails and stuff. Not right through here, but this is all gonna die. It's all sitting in water. That one's dead, all those are dead. So I'm gonna try to find another candidate. It looks like this one right here is leaning. So I might cut this one down. It looks like it's probably gonna die. The roots are starting to pop out of the dirt. So let me take this one down. It wasn't rotten, but it definitely wasn't alive. So that's nice, very nice. This one's definitely gonna die. It's sitting in water, so I need to take this branch off so this don't smack me in the face. Gave it a nice little love touch. Well, there's that one. All right, guys, this tree right here is like rotten. It's like hollow on the inside, but I'll go ahead and drop it because it's gonna fall anyway. So let's go ahead and drop this thing. It's pretty dang rotten. He's thinking about it. There it goes. I'll be honest, that was not rotten. That side of the stump was rotten, but I guess I was wrong. I saw the hollowness down there and down there, but that piece was not rotten. I mean, it's pretty rotten over here though. So that was a pretty thick tree. This whole tree looks pretty done. It's rotten in many spots, but this branch right here doesn't appear to be rotten, but it's definitely gonna be. I mean, look at that. That's all soft on the inside. Of course it lands there. There we go. Not too bad. It wasn't rotten, but it's black on the inside, so I don't know what that means. Record-breaking time right there. This one right here is definitely not alive. It's pretty rotten at the top, but it seems fairly solid down here. I mean, it's definitely rotten. Definitely rotten, but I might go ahead and try to take this piece off right here. It's pretty thick, at least 12 to 14 inches, I'd say, around. So let me do this one real quick. Nice. It wasn't too bad, but it was definitely gonna die. It's definitely dead. You can see all the rot in there. So let's see how much battery life I have left. It's saying 2 bars, so I probably don't have too much longer to go on this battery, but I've cut a lot so far, so I'm pretty impressed. Let's see how much further we can go. Man. I would take down some bigger trees, but all these trees are so close together, I don't want to drop it and then it spin around and come back and land on me. And I'm also not a professional, so I don't really know what I'm doing too much. So I'm just trying to be safe as possible. Plus, all the big ones are, for the most part, alive, and I don't want to take those down. Nice. Nice. That one is kind of in the way of my trail here, so I went ahead and took it down. That way I can make it a little bit wider. But that should be the last one right through here anyway. So I'm gonna try to do this last tree right here. It's pretty twisted, so I'm gonna try to do it the best as possible. This might land on you guys. I'm sorry. good I am. I protected it. Now I'm not so scared to take this thing down. Guys, my camera died when I was cutting this tree right here, but this is how much I cut before the battery died. So I went all the way down to here, made a lot more cuts after even being on one bar. So that's pretty impressive, guys. So I'm gonna pack this thing back up and go inside, and I'm gonna see how long this battery takes to charge. And then we're gonna be wrapping up this video. So let's go back inside and check on that battery. All right, guys, I've been doing some testing off camera, and this thing is absolutely amazing. I love this thing a lot. So I did some testing here. So I timed how long it would take for this charger to charge the battery when the battery was completely dead, and it took exactly 1 hour. I started at 4:15 and it was finished by 5:15. So that's pretty quick in my opinion. So that is pretty impressive. So when we first filled this oil up, it was at this mark, and when the battery was completely dead, it was down here at this mark. So it used about half. It's not too bad. So if you get enough bar and chain oil to last you a while, you won't really have too much problems. I have been using this after all of that recording. You know, I've just been doing some testing and work around the property, and it has been killing it. So I'm very impressed with this thing, and I suggest if anybody's looking for an electric chainsaw, this is the one you should get, in my opinion. Now you can get a Milwaukee or a DeWalt. There's pros and cons to all of them, but the warranty and just the quality, you can't beat it with this Ryobi chainsaw. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you get a notification every time I upload a video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.